All right, so Cameron recently said that he considers himself Black American and not African American because Africans don't even f with us. Man, if anyone could give you a take for this topic right here, it would be me. Being that I grew up obviously African, but I grew up around black people too. Now we're gonna jump in later to the FBA conversation. I didn't even know about what FBA was. I just knew Flacco and Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed used to do all this stuff several years ago. And if Flacco's with it, I'm definitely against it. Anything he does, I'm the opposite, right? But we'll jump into that later. But anyways, yeah, I grew up around niggas, for lack of a better term, but I understand what he means. I'm gonna be as unbiased and impartial as I can in this situation, but I'm gonna keep it a buck from my personal experiences. Now, he said Africans don't even f with us. That's why he refers to himself as Black American. Listen, when we first came from Africa, right, and now any child that's a refugee that's born in a refugee and moves to America with his family, all that stuff, right, and you're going through middle school and elementary school and all that stuff. Nigga, black people looked at you like you wasn't one of them. Why? Like now that I'm older, right, and I see someone say Africans don't even f with us. Yo, we came here not speaking English. We came here smelling like African spices. It was y'all who called us the African booty scratcher. For as long as I remember, I've always wanted to coexist with it sounds weird saying black people, right? I think everyone's African American, right? Every black person is African American. I think that somewhere down your lineage, your ancestors come somewhere from some part of Africa. Now, I'm not no smart historian type nigga, but I know that much, right? Now, so when we were younger and we get treated a certain way, like as if black people was better than the Africans. And it made no sense because it's like we all come from the same struggle. The teacher treat us all the same way. She don't treat me no different because I'm African and you black. They don't like us both. We both got the same amount of melanin. So growing up, it always used to like throw me off a little bit. I'm like, damn, this nigga think I'm less than him because I'm from Africa, but we got the same amount of melanin. We're perceived the same amount of way. Like, what is it that gives this person this kind of superior mindset, right? I think that's how we seen. How the fuck can someone who come from Africa with nothing come to America and look at black people like they're less than? It doesn't make sense. Personally, it makes no sense. How can you already have zero resources? You're already coming here like trying to figure it out, working the shittiest of jobs to elevate in life. So when Cameron says something like, let's listen to it. Matter of fact,
looking at my license, it doesn't have color on it though. It doesn't.
Because your face is the color now. What year did you get your license? I don't know. Different states have different.
I'm gonna pause it real quick, man. If y'all can, please just like, comment, subscribe. It's free. My goal is to retire my parents and inspire my youth. Yo, I would appreciate it if y'all can help. If not, Allah got me either way.
No, we don't even gotta go into the license. When you go fill out a test when you're in school and they ask you this, that, and the third, this, that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And I know we gotta get back to our topics. We already a few minutes in. I'd rather fill in black than African American because Africans don't even fuck with us.
Wow.
Because they don't.
And Americans do?
Well, you're American, Mace. You're born in America. When you go to the Olympics, and when I say African American, you over there, they call us Yankees and all that. They fuck with us, but
Cam has a lot of dope takes. But somewhere in your lineage, somewhere in your ancestors, there's some African in there, Cam. Sorry to tell you.
We're not from the motherland. We're from America. So I'd rather say I'm a black American. When we go to the Olympics as a country, and somebody black is fighting from the United States, you don't say African American. You say American. You don't even put a color on it. It's an American fighter fighting a European fighter, or China or Japanese or anything. You're known in the Olympics as an American. It doesn't matter what color you are. You're an American fighting against somebody from Cameroon or Senegal, whatever. The point being is they don't categorize it when it's world competition, but when it's other shit, it needs to be categorized. So I consider myself a black American. I don't consider myself African American. And shout out to all my niggas in Africa. Much love. But y'all don't consider us real Africans. Y'all don't. That's that.
He thought he did so. Hey, I love the show. I love it. But Cam thought he did so. But it sounds like the FBA stuff that I was like someone told me a little bit about it. I'm not gonna lie, act like I've researched some, but we'll listen to what Tariq Nasheed had to say about FBA because it sounds like some of that FBA stuff to me. personally, it's a little BS in there, but there's a little BS in every single idea, right? But I don't know. Let's listen to it from his perspective. What is this?
Now you mentioned FBA a couple times.
Yeah.
This is a term that I think I first heard about this term maybe 2 years ago. You have a book or an ebook about?
Yeah, I got a book. Yeah, I got a book. Well, I got a book really talking about my experiences. It's called Foundation of Black American Race Beta.
Yeah. Talk about this term. Where
That's
did it come
where
from and
that's where Flacco
The
gets
term
his race
Foundation of Black
baiting
American,
stuff from.
I really got that term
This
from
is his
Claude
teacher.
Anderson. I'm a big student of Claude Anderson, and I would chop it up with him, not just in my movies, but I would have him on my podcast, and he would talk about how unique Native Black Americans are. He would use the term Native Black Americans, and he would talk about how unique we are as far as our lineage. We are a unique group, which is true. And I started using the term Native Black American, but sometimes that term would confuse people because they thought, well, do you mean a Cherokee who's mixed with black? Do you mean a Choctaw who's mixed with black? So that term would be somewhat confusing. So I said, let's do another term. Let's tighten that term up so that there won't be any confusion. So foundational instead of native, because black people, we are the founders of this nation, meaning we're the foundation. We built this nation from scratch. So White people couldn't even say that they did that. But
you changed that term?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up with the term foundational Black American based on Native Black American from Claude Anderson.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
It's been taken off. I go on Clubhouse, and there's these really interesting debates between foundational Black Americans and Black immigrants from Africa and the Caribbean. And it gets a little nasty sometimes.
It does get nasty, yeah.
And it's sometimes a little offensive. Me being that I have roots, my roots are in the Caribbean, but my roots also go to slavery. In fact, I could trace my roots to the actual name of the slave that is a descendant of my dad's
I
side.
ain't gonna sit up here like I don't. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just for me being young, like, and seeing how Black people would treat. Now, me, I think I'm the catalyst to change because when I got to high school, I was able to be like varsity for 3 years, prom king nominee, and all that stuff. And I was really like, God blessed me to be really popular. So I was able to push these two communities together. So there was no division. Like in some instances in Minnesota and Seattle, like I got cousins and family members there where they beef with Black people, where it's like Black versus African gangs really beefing, right? Now, me, when they would come visit me in Arizona, they'd be like, you don't beef with the, I'm like, hell no, them niggas is my brothers. Like, nigga, that's Ralph, nigga, that's, you feel me, these my peoples, these is like we type shit. Like, so yeah, personally, but I can speak for the other Africans who were mistreated because they were African. Imagine a Black person mistreating an African person because they're African. Yo, bro, somewhere in your, I used to be like, all right, so where your daddy from? Oh, he from the South. Or where your great granddaddy from? Oh, he from the South. So where your great 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 great? Oh, you from the South. So how about your ancestors? Oh, they from the South. I'm like, all right, man, you got it. But what do y'all think, man? This is jump in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this FBA stuff. Is he wrong for thinking like that? Or now I don't want to disrespect anyone's beliefs. Now, if are there Black people who feel like, yeah, that's the truth, like Africans don't rock with us or whatnot? Like, let me know. Jump in the comment sections. Holla at me, man.